Oh my
and
gosh,
the
you just
energies are
reminded me. Let
different.
me put it out there. Oh, please.
Okay,
Oh
do
please,
it.
you
Let's.
just reminded me. This is so random. But every
Okay.
year at this time, so that's why I'm like, oh, it just
Uh-huh.
occurred to me. Please let it not happen this year. I find a dead deer in my yard. Every year
Oh, see, that's
I've
some
had
weird
one.
like sign shit that I would be like, okay, what's the universe trying to tell me?
And it's usually and it's not like dead. It's like I think the last one was like shot and then the person who shot them didn't kill it, so it just kind of came into my property and basically died here cuz I've run into them when they're
Mm.
alive every time. Like they're just sitting there and I'm like shocked to see them and they don't move and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's snowing." I always have a conversation with them. I always bring them food and then a day or
Uh-huh.
two they'll disappear or come back and then they're dead.
Wait, Acid, how do you
That's
know
happened
it's
every
not a
year I've lived
reindeer?
here.
How do you know it's not one of Santa's
You're
reindeer
so
and they were just doing a
it could
test
be.
drive? Girl,
It could be.
maybe
So it
that's
just
what it
occurred to
is.
me that
It's
like I haven't had one. So I'm hoping I don't have one this year. That would be so amazing. I literally
oh my
bought
God,
like
no,
the
this is
first year
like
I didn't
a
what?
sorry, I was just gonna say this is
Well, I was
like
gonna
a
say
scene
I was
in
just
a
gonna say
movie to me where like you
well the
would
first year
step
I didn't know what
outside
to
at the
do.
beginning of well, okay,
Uh,
hold on. Get on this wavelength with me. Sorry, I just smoked, so I'm feeling very my brain is going a million miles an hour, but imagine you're in a movie, opening scene, you open your front door, dead deer, in your front yard. You're like, "Oh my God, this is the fourth time in a row." Some other shit happens halfway through the movie. I haven't thought this far, but the whole plot of the movie is Santa Claus is trying to get your attention every year because he knows you're the only one left with any sort of energy or a Christmas spirit in
it's
your
because I have
neighborhood,
baby
and you need to bring
Jesus.
joy to all these people. And you're bringing the
It's
word
because
of
I have
God.
it's because I have
Just
baby
kidding.
Jesus on my chest. It's not like the deer is like in front of my front door. Like you've seen my
Okay, I'm like, maybe
yard,
someone's
like
just,
my back. I have a couple
yeah.
acres in the back, so it's like on my walks with my dog, I'll all of a sudden run into like a pocket where there's like a live deer just sitting there staring at me. And then they
Yeah,
die. And then I have to like get a sled and like sled it to the road and call animal, whatever. It's really sad.
did your mom or anybody that has passed, did they have a connection to a fawn or any sort of
Dead
outdoor
deer.
wildlife that would be well, I mean, like maybe there's like maybe it's a message some if it's happening every year, maybe
My
it's like a
grandmother,
message,
you
you know
know,
what I
my
mean? From
grandmother was
someone.
such a bitch. That would be her. She's like, here's another dead deer. I'm still here, bitch. No.
She's doing it to fuck with you. She's like, I'm gonna
Like
get him
I
this
would
year.
I wish that was the tea with my grandmother because that would not put it past her, that old Jew. But hers were owls and my mother was elephants. So there's not going
Ooh,
to be any like, dead elephant out in front of my yard. That would be crazy. But you know what though? That gets
oh my
into my
God.
rose and thorns. But I
Okay.
don't know if we're doing that. Are we doing all that?
Do it, baby. Yeah, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's start it off as we always do. Just because we have a little holiday gloom doesn't mean we can't turn it around with a good old classic rose and
You
thorn.
reminded me of my thorn.
Oh,
And it's the
good. That's
same
what I
thorn
usually do.
as Alada's last episode. Except mine is a different
Hmm.
story. Mine is
Okay.
people, but it's in regard to people literally like crashing into me or crashing into why do like people crashing into other people,
That's literally
and
that's the
specifically,
exact same thing Alana said. People running
right?
into
Well,
me.
get
People not
this.
minding their spatial awareness.
So I'm in my house, okay,
Okay.
minding my business
Okay.
today.
I thought you were in a Christmas village. You're not at
I
Santa's
was, but
workshop?
it's all right. And then there's someone in my drive. There's a car in my driveway. Mind you, it snowed.
Okay.
So, and my driveway has a slope. So don't come down my driveway. You will possibly get stuck. Like, don't do that.
Uh-huh.
And this car is down my driveway. I don't know how it got there yet. And then I'm noticing that
Okay.
it's not delivering anything because I'm not expecting whatever, and it's trying to get out now, and it is stuck.
Oh
So
God.
this car for a little bit was trying to get out of my driveway, highly tinted, couldn't see what was inside. They finally got out, right? But this is not my point. So
Okay.
I go out to kind of see because it's snowed so thick that you can see everything. So I want to see the trails. How did this car or did this car come down my
Get
driveway?
from
Like what
there to
happened?
there. Uh-huh.
Oh, a couple years ago on 4th of July, I think I told the story too, whatever, but someone, instead of turning onto the road, drove across my yard, knocked down lighting, and knocked down my apple tree. Like the apple tree is what
Hmm.
stopped the car. The same path was just used this morning by this car. That's how they got onto my driveway. They got on my driveway perpendicular because instead of turning onto the road, they didn't turn all the way
Hmm.
and they got onto my yard, came across my yard, luckily didn't hit anything, and then stopped like in my driveway like this. And then they did this and then went down my driveway and then tried to get out.
I
They
have a
almost hit my
question for
house
you,
again.
sister. Did you go outside and try
Oh,
to help them, or did you just watch from your Ring doorbell
I was
camera?
going to. No. I was first. I first I wasn't sure what the fuck was going on. I was so confused, and then I was
Uh,
like, because anyone who delivers stuff knows not to come down. Like they know they're gonna get stuck. So I was so confused, and then by the time I was like, okay, I gotta change my shoes. I was like, I'm gonna go out and see what the fuck's going on. Like I'm gonna have to shovel these people out or something. They got
uh-huh.
out. Like they like drove. They got fast and they drove out. So thank God.
I mean,
But
at
they were
least it
there
didn't
for a
inconvenience you
minute.
during the day. I mean, at least you got to be able to just watch
Well,
from afar and
at
enjoy
least
the
someone
process
else
from the.
knocked the tree over so they could not knock it over. Like they
I mean, that's a good way to think about it.
like they came around my mailbox. Like I don't think it's hard to explain to people. Like there's a street and then they came like not they didn't turn on the street. They came onto my yard. Here's my mailbox and a tree and then came over my driveway and then stopped. And then
It
went down
sounds
the
like for
driveway and then couldn't
Christmas
get
you
back
need
up.
to
It was
ask
crazy.
for bumper lanes, but for the front of your
There's
house.
rocks. I'm thinking about it because there's like this rock bed thing, but that's obviously not stopping the car. So I'm gonna have to like get those big old boulders that you see, like out in front of businesses or whatever, and put some boulders. Like, I think
Yes,
that's what I
or
have to
just a
do.
gate to your compound, just a giant gate. Wait, okay, so
A
that was your
gate.
thorn. What was
I
your
was thinking about
rose?
that. Oh, what is my rose?
I
That's
know, it's hard to
hard
think
for
of
this
one these
week.
days. I know. I know it's been a tough week,
It is. It has.
right?
Um.
It's been a doozy.
God.
Okay, I have a question that might inspire a thought. I see that you're
Okay.
very decorated inside of your house. Inside of your house, was there any particular moment of decorating that brought you joy, or any like special ornament or anything that you always hang
Well,
up
I
that
did
brings you joy every
buy.
time you do it?
I bought I bought these really big acorns. Do you see that? I'm pointing at one, the one
I
behind me.
can't, but it's just because you're really glitchy today,
Oh,
visually.
oh shit! You're slightly glitchy too. Well, that's probably both of our freaking whatever. Okay, so yeah, so they're like 12 inches. I really like oversized ornaments, so I got these new. I got those like this week. I decided because I saw them online, and I
Love.
thought it was a
Okay.
misprint the size of them because the price and the size. I
Hmm.
was like, that's not correct. So I was like, I'm gonna go into the store, which I never do. I was like, and actually check it out. And I saw them, and I was like, oh my god, they are that big. So I'm obsessed. Oh my god, I do have a rose, but so I got those, and I saw that like
Okay.
Disneyland was using those same ornaments in their tree, like the same
Okay.
I say acorns, the same pine cone ornaments. I don't know if I should share this, but I will. But it's totally funny. Do you want to hear?
Oh, so they're not acorns, and I was gonna make a joke saying that you just really like big
It's like a
nuts.
pine cone. Oh wait, here, wait. I have one.
You have a big nut. Oh my God, you should probably go to the doctor and get that checked out. So festive. You really went
Isn't
from
that fun?
Jack Skellington to Santa Claus. Oh, that is fun. I love this, the
Look how
cum
big
covered
that
pine
is,
cone.
though.
That
Comes
is.
in silver and
It looks
gold.
like it definitely looks like a giant anal plug. I'm sure that's what Alana would say if she was here.
Okay,
But
so this is totally random, and I'll share it if you want to know. I was gonna share it like when it
I do.
actually
I want to know.
happened, but I might as well. I mean, when I have it. But are you ready?
I'm
Are you
ready.
ready?
Betty's
No.
always ready.
So this is so stupid and random, but Jim Henson
Okay.
they had an auction for like the first time in like ever of their puppets and scenery and props and things.
Okay.
And I jokingly bid on some stuff. Like you can put like a max bid, but
Amazing.
I never but like everything was like, worth thousands of dollars and I was not doing that. So I was just like being funny because online, people would outbid. It was like I'd bid something and be like, you've been outbid the minute I press enter. Do you know what I mean? It'd be
Of
like, you've been outbid.
course.
Like, okay, that was fun, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I bid on this one table that I did not get because it went for like a lot of money and whatever. But I started
Okay.
thinking like I can't afford the puppets. They went for like 20,000. They went for so much money. Like there's no way. But I was
What
thinking
puppets were they selling? Was there any major ones
a
as well?
lot, a lot of puppets from the last Dark Crystal series. Like
Okay.
a lot of the like characters,
The
a
little
lot
like
of
elvish creatures.
Fraggle Rock characters.
Okay, okay.
A few characters from like three or four of their shows. So
Did
like
they have any
major
Sesame Street
puppets.
characters?
No, but they were selling Miss Piggy items. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Could you imagine?
And famous items, like items that like I'm not a big like memorabilia person, but there was like a Kermit the Frog lamp that like I
Hmm.
that's like in my back memory of I've seen that before, you know? So that was going
Okay.
for thousands of dollars too. It's crazy.
Okay.
Like people knew what was up, but I was recording. I started screen recording everything because I just thought it would be interesting to see because it was so interesting to see how because it was a live auction. It's like a live auction,
Okay.
but also you could still like do online, and people were phoning in. So there was like in person phoning in and online, and there was an actual person with the the whatever the hammer and
The
shit.
gavel.
Yeah, and so it took like an hour or something to get to the not labyrinth to the oh god to the dark crystal stuff.
Okay.
And it was going, and they saw, and I just stopped recording because I saw how much it was going for. Like everything was like g- going crazy, right? And I was like, okay, that was cute and funny, but this is fun being here and I'm watching it. And then
Totally.
my one of the tables that like the one table I wanted, it was round, it went for like
Okay.
2500, which is not that bad, right?
Yeah,
And then
that's
another table that I had put money on went
uh-huh.
up, and I was literally
Okay.
half asleep and I'm just watching and I saw and it did the whole thing like bloop 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 like someone bid, and since I had a max someone
Hmm.
bid, and then I bid again because I
Okay.
had a max in, and that happened a
Uh-huh.
few times, and then I won it.
Bitch, that is sickening. Okay, so how much was it?
$1,000.
Bitch, that's good. That's not as like pricey or as
So it's
expensive
a
as I thought it would be.
I got a which is fiercer a Skeksis table. So he's the evil
Okay.
characters, and you can see
Okay.
there's screen caps of them like in the actual series, and they're the crab legs, which is a reference to the creatures that in the movie go and kidnap all the gelflings. They're black
Okay.
and they have all the
Okay.
crab legs. So the legs of the table are like those legs. So it's very like creepy and cool.
Okay,
So
so
yeah. And I
did
don't have a lot of
you
furniture in my house either, so
I'm
props
assuming it
to
comes
that.
with like an authentication like certificate, right? Like or like
I don't know, but I got the book. They have a book that is like the auction
okay.
book of all the items and what they're estimated at and this and that, which is so funny because I did not pay what they thought that table was worth. Um, and so I got that because it is kind of worth something. Like that is something. So like
W-
I bought the book so there's proof. Do you know what I mean? Like that's it, just in case they don't
Totally.
give me like a. But I think that it comes with something.
We have to do a show and tell episode where you show this in full detail
I'll totally show.
because
It's just a table, but I'll totally show
did you
it.
have you already received it or what was the process of that? Because I've never done an
No,
auction. I've never done an auction ever.
I didn't think I was gonna win that girl because everything was doubling and tripling. Like things would start at $700 and it left at like 5,000. So it
Right,
was
right.
like I think I was like bidding just to see how the system worked, and also because then it went into like the back end and I could keep track of it, so I could be like, how much did that go for sale? Like there was some lighting stuff that I wanted, and again, it went for like thousands of dollars. So yeah, I
You
wish I
bought
got that
yourself
one
an
table
early
because
Christmas present.
but yeah, I think I shouldn't have done it. It was a total splurge, but I'm obsessed with that movie and I'm obsessed with the Jim Henson and stuff. So the fact that I got a table. So yeah, I'm waiting for them. Basically, they have to like coordinate shipping.
Gosh, that's so cool. That's such a like cool artist thing to do. You know what I mean? Like to be able to buy that's a privilege to be able to buy something from an artist that means so much to you and have it physically in your home.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And it's
I
like
love
the
it.
set. I thought I just it's like the set use. I tried that they had like a bunch of like random meats on trays, like random like things that the Skeksis were eating. It's like these random
Uh-huh.
alien food. And I
Uh-huh.
did bid on those, but again, those prices went up to like it just wasn't worth it to me. But I really badly wanted if I had the table to have like another thing of theirs, like some like their food or their dish or something, but I just didn't want to spend the money.
Are you gonna put it in your office with your other like collectible things, or are
Oh
you
no, I'm
having
gonna
it
put it right out
displayed?
here. I'm gonna put it, yeah, I'm gonna put it out
Ooh,
here where there's like, because I have no furniture really, so I'm gonna put it out here where I usually put a table for food for my party. I'm gonna put it there. Like,
I love that. It'll be a great conversation piece for your holiday parties.
yeah, I think it's cool. I may
That is
print out,
cool.
like the screen caps from from the series, with the actual
Uh-huh.
Skeksis like walking by them or whatever. Because
Uh-huh.
there's only two of them, and I almost got I was gonna get the other one, but I don't need to, so I let the other person, whoever bought it, get it. But
You
there's
could
only
do
two
like
of
a
them.
really cool, you could find like three photos from like where they're placed in the movie and then get those photos framed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, that's what
above
I'm
it.
thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's fierce.
Yeah,
I
in the
love that.
listing they had screen caps, so I was like, okay, I was like, but I could go get my own screen
Well,
caps.
that's definitely a positive, and that is definitely a rose. So,
As crazy, I was not expecting it. I literally was almost passing out, and then I saw that they're like the boop 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 boop, and they're like sold, and the little bubble popped up, and I was like, I just want that shit. Like, how'd that happen?
wait, have you
I
ever?
just
What's the most you've ever spent on any auction or any bid? That not
that's
just this.
it.
That's it. Okay, okay, okay. So I'm
Oh
like,
my god,
do we have
yeah.
a do we have an auctioneer? Do we have a bidding problem? Is this something we need to start,
No,
have an
but I mean, like,
intervention
I
for?
have art. I have art in my house.
Mhm.
It's original, and I've never paid more than $1,000. That's what I'm saying. Like, $1,000 is like, yeah, no. They've all been, yeah, they've all been, yeah, under 1,000 for all
I love
this,
that.
all my original shit. Yeah,
Well, Merry Christmas to you. And if I ever grinched your house, I'd steal it.
yeah. I'm thinking about
Oh
putting
my
like a
God.
mirror because like the under it is really has a cool design. So I may put like a mirror on the ground or something so you could like see the under part of it. I don't know yet.
Very cool. I love that. It could be your
Anyway.
new rolling table, your rolling tray, but that's what you roll on. Okay, let's see. We were doing rose and thorns, so I guess I will start with my thorn. My thorn is definitely holiday gift buying. I feel like in my family at least, there is a huge stressor on presents and what you get for people. And it's very ironic because my family likes to do this thing where they'll ask for your Christmas gift list or whatever,
Oh, I
and
like that.
they they ask for a list, okay? But they
Yeah, I
want to
like
know
that.
all. I like it, but then that's exactly what they buy me, and I'm like, I want some sort of
Oh yeah,
whimsy.
a
I want to
surprise.
not, yeah, like so sometimes what I'll do, I've gotten into the habit of literally only giving them like three things, and I'll be like, these are the three things I'm really interested in this year. If you think of anything else surrounding these ideas, like get it for me. I want you to put some thought into it because it feels so. That's what I don't like about the Christmas time is, at least for me, there's this pressure on what to get people, and that's just because in my family, one
In
year,
my
my
family.
mother, my mother told me on a Mother's Day one year not to get her anything, and I was like 14, I think 14, which means my brother would have been 12, and I couldn't drive a car, like I had no access to be able to go and get things. The internet, I mean, Amazon wasn't like it was like or like it is. You know what I mean? Like the
Oh,
access was different.
15 years ago.
No, literally. I mean, it was very different though, you know. It was, and we had dial-up internet at my house because I lived in the country, girl.
It
So
was, but
it
I'm so much older than
was.
you, so imagine before the internet. Oh my
Oh my
god.
God, I know. Where you actually had to go outside and go shopping. Oh my God, that's so
Could you
scary. No, I'm just kidding.
imagine?
Could you imagine? No, but yeah. So I don't know. My mom one year for Mother's Day told us not to get her anything, and we didn't. And she had a full meltdown on us. And I remember her telling us, like, whoever you marry in
Amazing.
the future, if they tell you they don't want anything for their birthday or for their holiday, don't ever take that as the truth. You always get them something. So it like
Oh no.
permanently scarred me. So now it's like,
Don't get me anything,
I,
Daya. Don't get me
well,
anything. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing.
I will say I have some things for your birthday that I'm going to be sending you.
Is it a window breaker?
I will never reveal my secrets,
Write that
sister.
down.
Write it down. It's in my notes app. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just like the stress and the pressure of it. And then I feel like I overbuy because I want to give options and I want to be like, hey, here's something I know you'll use,
Options.
but here's something that I think is like, and that's the problem. That's the problem. This is the problem
I
with
get it.
what's, you know what I mean? So it's like it stresses me out beyond belief. And male issues are always a thing, and that's also because I wait so last minute to shop. Like I just kind of started a few days ago. So it's just a very stressful
Not
thing.
surprising.
I know, it's just because I just don't get into the holiday spirit as quickly as I would like, I guess. But that's my
You're
thorn.
a procrastinator. You're a procrastinator. You like
I
last
am
you're
a
a last minute
procrastinator.
girl.
I'm not good at time management.
Did you ever finish that guitar like and perform with it?
Okay,
I
I
saw a photo
finished
of it.
it. I
Did you
finished it to an
perform with
extent.
it? Did it go
I
on
did.
tour?
I did perform with it. Let me show the
Okay, I
viewers
was
because I am
curious.
this can be my
Let's do it.
rose. This
Let's
can be my
go.
rose. Okay, let me grab it.
Well, you're
Well, and
welcome.
I'll show you why. Hold on. I'll show you why I stopped. I didn't go as hard as I wanted to with it. Okay. So have this idea of doing a number with a guitar that's kind of vaguely shaped like a penis. So I wanted to make it out of cardboard, right? So
Yeah.
I kind of came up with a shape that is phallic. But the problem is like it needs to be big enough for my body to make it look like it's an actual guitar, but it needs to also fit in a suitcase. So I made it detachable to where you slide it out. I
Oh,
know, and I was so proud of
wow.
these details. Look at this. That is plastic straws that I made for the riffs. That is yarn. That is paint caps that I use for little knobs, and it breaks down and I can put it into a suitcase. So I want to add more to this, and I'm going to. It's going to be a continuous project for me because I want to add like fire flames. But then to go along with this prop, I made another prop, which was a phone prop. 80s telephone, which I did break while I grabbed it
This is
to
all the
show
same
you.
number?
This is all the same number, but just this at the very beginning. It's like a 5.5 minute number. I'm like on this phone having a phone call, and then it goes into the guitar. But I made her. I'm not done with her either.
My uncle had that phone.
I would believe that because I literally typed
He
in,
thought he was so cool.
baby, look how big this thing
And
is.
even then, being like the first mobile phone, we thought it was funny. Like even then when he like walked in,
Uh-huh.
he was
Well,
like,
because
and
it
he
looks
put it on
so
the counter,
cartoonish.
and my sister and I were like, "What?" It was like heavy too. We were like, "What is this?"
Okay,
So
well,
funny. And because technology goes fast, like a few months later,
uh-huh.
that was like out of date, and there was like a smaller mobile phone.
There always will be. And
Anyway,
soon it'll
sorry.
be implanted. No,
Yeah.
soon our mobile phones will be implanted into our brain. But yeah, so I did that, and this leads me into my thorn or into my rose of the week. So I was
Rose.
texting my aunt, who growing up, she was the cool aunt. She had a bunch of tattoos, whatever. She was like my favorite aunt. And her daughter, she has two daughters. One is around 10, and then one is like 7, a little younger than that. So I am like their cool, they almost like think of me as an uncle, but I'm their cousin, but I'm like cool cousin Trenton. So I always get them a little something because it's kind of fun for me too, because it's like you're shopping for almost like your inner child that you didn't get to shop for as a kid. And I was asking my aunt what I could get them, and she was just telling me all of their interests that they've been into. And my cousin Harlow, who's the older one, the 10-year-old, she has been making cardboard dragons. And so when she told me that she's been playing and making things out of cardboard, I was like, oh my God, I have to show you these things I've been working on that are also made out of cardboard. We're like on the same wavelength. She is a little mini me. Like she's kind of artsy. She has an attitude. She's very loud. And she just sits around and like makes shit out of shit. So I don't know. That was like my rose of the week. I feel like the holiday theme for this episode, we should just
Oh,
keep
uh huh.
going with. And I want to know
Well, I
what
have a
was
question for
holidays
you.
like. Well, okay, I have a question for you, but you can go first because
Well,
I
go
love
ahead. We can
questions.
stick with the holidays. But my this question is like sideways. Did you want to talk about the fact that they just announced the new RuPaul girls?
Okay, yes, let's talk about it.
You said,
I
okay, yes, let's talk about it.
Oh, well, I have to collect my thoughts because I actually haven't watched all of the Meet the Queens introductions yet. So I've only seen the
Oh,
cast photo,
are
and
they long? Are those
uh,
long?
generally they're like I
Because
think a
we could
couple
play them.
minutes per. There's a couple minutes per girl. It'll
Let
take
me
like
go
a full
look.
hour. It's a full
Oh God.
hour. It's a full
Oh,
hour
okay,
altogether.
never mind.
So, but I haven't watched those yet to be able to like formally feel like I've been introduced to them. But I did get to see the looks, and I like that the theme this year was like golden sunrise because last year it was water and it was blue and it was like the opposite visually. So I thought the theme was like simple but also very nice. And I feel like a gold or like blush colors are always nice looking on people. Did you watch or did you get acquainted with any of the girls? Or have
No, but
anybody
I
stand
saw the
out?
trailer.
Hmm.
No, I saw the trailer and then no, I mean my only concern with that, I have multiple
Hmm.
concerns. Here's my concerns with it is the girls try so hard, we do too, always try so hard for promos that there's
Okay.
always such a letdown with what you do on the show or provide in real life because it's impossible to have a budget to like not only have a costume so elaborate and beautiful and also to have a
Hmm.
fan or people throwing it around because all their costumes were stunning, and like
Yeah.
major money. Like all those costumes were like all-star costumes. That was
Well,
like in my
that's
opinion, I was like,
why
wow,
you
this
have
is
to do
like a
what
lot. This is very rich.
that's why you have to do what I did in my first season and make it not a visually appealing promo photo. So everything you do past that point is better.
Yeah, no, my promo shit had nothing to do with me. Like they just had the theme and like they even dressed me. Oh shit, I
Oh,
lost you. Oh,
okay.
there you are.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so and I like it was and people were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're cool with this." I'm like, "This has nothing to do with like how I presented on TV and it's just a promo, it'll come and go." Like people are not going to remember
Well,
what I looked like
were
then.
were there any names that you had heard of before on the cast?
But yes,
Hmm.
there's a couple like that's why I was so interested about because I just follow girls that I like,
Totally.
whatever. So it was fun to see that I had was following some of these girls because I was like, wait,
Hmm.
and that goes into my other concern
Okay.
is they heighten themselves so much that they
Hmm.
all lean into like Raven makeup and
Okay.
fashion and silhouettes that are not original to like to who they are as a person, and then you
Hmm.
can't recognize who they are. Like I knew some of the girls but I didn't recognize them, and
Okay.
I thought that
Well,
was concerning because I
is that a
actually like one of these girls and I can't tell you her
uh-huh.
name, but like I've seen her work, I've seen her performances, like I've seen them online, and I follow her because
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, this girl is good, like she's a fierce seamstress, this and that.
Hmm.
Didn't recognize her in the promo. Didn't know it was her. So then I went and I clicked and found because I was looking for another girl. I was like, "Who's this girl?" And I started clicking around, and then I landed on her. And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's you. You're in this." Didn't know.
Hmm. Well, maybe that's
And
a
that's
you
not like a
thing, and
read
maybe
on
you need to
them,
go
but
to the what is it, optometrist? Maybe you need to go to the optometrist, and
Daya, you
that's
know
like
what I'm saying. That's the problem because then some of those girls get called filler queens and this and that because there's nothing. I'm not saying they're boring, but I'm saying sometimes there needs to be something like original or distinctive. And usually that comes from just
sure,
you like obsessing with one small thing, like an era, a time, a color, a who, a this
totally,
or that. And everyone has that. And
totally,
not everything is taken. There's so much out there still, like so that was my only concern. Like some of the girls I was like, I didn't recognize you, but that's cool because that's the great thing about drag is you can transform yourself,
totally, totally, 100%.
um
Yeah,
so
I know
that could be their thing too.
well, I'm really excited to see Jane Don't. I think you're going to love Jane Don't. She is from
Mm,
Seattle. She is part of Bosco and Irene's drag
heard of
family.
her.
I am really excited for
She's a
you to get
baby.
acquainted with Jane
For Jane
Don't.
don't.
Yeah, she is part of Irene and Bosco's drag family, and they used to all share a studio space in Seattle. And I went there
Mm.
once or twice with Bosco, and I
Oh.
got to explore everyone's drag in that studio space. And Jane Don't is like the ultimate drag queen. She has everything and anything you can imagine, but like she is so comedically like so impressive, and she always wears like a gingery red hair. That's kind of her identifier. But she's just like really quick, really witty, really funny, and very similar to Irene and Bosco and their humor. So I think you're really gonna love her. And then who else kind of stood out to me? Juicy loved Dion, who's part of Morphine's family. She's an amazing little dancer. Have you seen her?
That's someone I
Bitch.
followed for a long time because she dances the house down
Insane.
boots. Like
Yes.
the only one that could give a run for Laganja's money is Juicy.
Fully.
Yeah,
Could you
Juicy's
imagine like
fierce.
a lip sync
Fierce.
between Juicy and like Georges? That would be absolutely fucking incredible. Um, they would just be like two
I
like
think it'd be Juicy and Laganja.
bitch.
I don't think I love what's her name, but she doesn't do a lot of like dancing tricks. Laganja does dancing tricks, and so does
I
Juicy.
mean,
Juicy is like
listen,
and Sonique. Those are the three. Juicy, Sonique, Ganja. Is there another one that like
that slams their pussy into the
I can't think of
ground.
another that yeah, and can like does crazy, can like,
Yeah.
flip and dip.
Well,
They were like
I'm
gymnasts in another life.
yeah, I'm glad you're familiar with her because I feel like she is going to be one of the standout stars of the season. But I am
I
excited.
hope
I
so.
I
I
am
hope
very
so.
excited for the new season. I feel like I don't know. It's definitely a different time in media, and I do think
That's
the
gonna
fact
say
that
is
we
like, what's your advice to the girls? Because I
yeah.
was gonna ask you. I have this now that I was just on TV and stuff. I feel
uh
like I stepped away and now I'm back, and wow, what a world! It's different, and
Totally.
so I feel like you relate more to the girls because you came out. You said COVID times, right? And I
Yeah,
feel
right
like
after.
the
Are different.
times that I came out, oh man, those don't exist anymore.
Fully, fully.
So
I
I know. I mean,
think.
I have sarcastic advice, but
Well, what would your advice?
well,
What would your advice be? Because I feel like
it's
we
not.
have
It's
like two
well. I
different
mean,
takes.
it's true. It's more true than it is ever now that Michelle Visage was like, enjoy it because it goes fast. That
Mm.
would be my advice. Enjoy it because it's going to go super duper fast. Um, and don't take any offense to the fact that you were just announced and the fans are already have their wish list for season to whatever's next.
Totally. I mean, but maybe it's always been like that. It's
And
always been like that.
don't take offense to all of them already asking you if you'll do All Stars because they know you're already losing. Uh,
They have the full
like that's the
elimination
funniest thing about
order,
the fan base. Yeah, it's
girl.
like the minute you're announced, they're like, "Oh my god, here's my list for next season," and it's like they haven't even aired. Like these new girls have not even been seen, and then also be cool with the fact that all everyone's gonna hate you. Like all the fans hate all the new girls. All the new girls look like somebody else, right?
Mm.
And then by the end, it's like, "Don't fuck with fucking my girl," and then they're very close to it. Don't fuck with Morphine to live because all of a sudden, and it's like right because at first the fans don't know you, and they're like, "Ew, who's all these bitches?" And then halfway through, they're like, "Oh no, these are my bitches." So enjoy the ride.
Yeah, the ride
Mm.
is going to be, definitely going to be turbulent, but I think that everybody experiences that in some aspect. But I do feel like, just like with media right now and how everything seems to be either censored or, there's just a lot of hate spewed towards our community. I am really excited for the fact that we still have Drag Race being platformed. So that's kind of what I was initially trying to say is I
Yeah,
do think it is very powerful, especially right now. I do think going back to what you were saying about maybe not being able to recognize some of these girls because it feels a little like diluted or there's not like staple things. I think that's also representative of the times we're living in. I feel like in terms of like casting and stuff, maybe they went in a direction that's a little bit more palatable to them to conservative people that might happen to come across the show while flipping through the channels. Maybe they don't know maybe they didn't choose girls that are like harder to digest visually as you are sometimes. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's a reflection
ah,
of the times. It is a reflection of the times. That's what media is. But I think my biggest advice to the girls is like, yes, this is all very exciting. You guys are going to get to have opportunities that you might not have had before, but I also think at the end of the day, remember you are not. just this person on television. You are also a person that needs sleep. You are a person that needs friendships outside of this realm. I think it is healthy and important to surround yourself with good people and quality over quantity. And also, you could be what people remember for representation for the gay community in a really shitty time of Donald Trump's presidency. So just remember that every time you're out working, be professional, be
That's
somebody
true.
that, like people are going to remember when this season lined up politically and stuff like that. So I think it's just important to be professional, but also,
True.
remember this is always a fluctuating business and you just kind of have to always take care of yourself. A lot of girls forget to take care of themselves in a multitude of ways. It's hard. It's not easy. It's a hard thing sometimes. We choose to live as artists and regardless of what your art form or your media is, there's always stress there. But I'm excited. I'm sure they're going to turn it and I feel like it'll offer a good relief. Sorry, I'm just like I said, I've been very depressed, so I've been like thoughts like these are, things I have a lot. I think
I
about
know,
this
but
kind of
sometimes you'll
stuff.
get into like in Kumbaya, be like, and and so
Well,
when the
because you
wave
know
comes
this,
in,
but
be like water. It's like, where
at
did
the
that
end of the
go?
but like
Like
at
it
the
goes
end
from
of the
like specific
day.
to like when the
Well,
sun shines on you, yay for you. Like it's
well, I think it's because, bitch, you know this about me, but it's like I do believe that like the universe will take care of you. So I think it's important to put good energies out there and accept good energies and look for good energies. So I think that's just as important as like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, Drag Race season 18 airing on MTV and Wow Presents Plus. Check it out. And
18.
18, bitch. That is 10
I'm glad
years
you said
since
it out loud. I
your
didn't know.
original season. 10 seasons since your original season. What does that make you feel old?
And and 10
there's more
years.
there's
Yeah.
more post your season than pre your season.
I know. I know.
Okay, I had a question for you.
You said no, we're talking about boss.
Well, this is
Yeah.
just back on our Christmas theme because it is December 1st. So, was there ever a
I can't.
present or an instant growing up that um was there ever a gift you really wanted and you never got as a child? Was there like
Oh,
one
that I
specific thing
never got?
never got, or is there anything that you ever threw a fit about? Like, what is your brattiest,
Well, I
pettiest?
finally got it,
Okay,
but
okay,
I wanted a piano and I wanted to play the piano, but my
hmm
mother didn't believe me. So guess what she
okay.
did?
She
She
got
got
you
me
a Fisher Price keyboard.
no, she got me an accordion
Okay,
and
okay.
then
That's
put
a
me
different
in
instrument.
accordion classes.
Was it similar to playing the piano? Because I know they have the things
Well,
on the ends.
because there's the keyboard, there's she thought I would like it because there was the piano keys on one side, there's the
Mhm.
bass on the other. She thought that, and because the instrument was small, she just didn't want to pay money for this big ass instrument or whatever.
Did you want a
But
full
also,
grand piano? Is that what you
it's
asked
not like I
for?
wanted a piano, but I wanted to play piano.
Okay, okay.
I mean,
What
I
about
don't have
like,
memory of that, to be honest. I really don't have memory of that. I like this story is kind of like me telling you what my mom like told me.
okay.
Because I never understood why the fuck was I playing accordion. You know what I mean? Why was I playing accordion? Also, I was like very young, so it makes sense. Like I
Okay.
was very young.
Mhm.
But when she saw that I would did go to classes and I did play and I was serious about playing this instrument is
Uh,
when she was like considered the piano, and then my grandmother is actually the one who bought me a piano. So when she bought me
how
the piano, I
much
started getting piano lessons.
time had passed between receiving an accordion and receiving the piano?
I think like 3 to 5 years.
So
I
you
was
like
in a
had to prove it. You had to prove that
girl.
shit to them.
I was in accordion competition. I have trophies and I have these like metal things that like connect themselves. So like I have this long ass metal thing of all the years and all the awards I won.
Can you still play it?
Yeah, not as good as I used to. And I would think I was like 5. I literally think like I was a baby, like 8. Like I was a baby. when I
Do
was
you
doing
still have an
this.
accordion? Do you still have that exact same one, or do you have one in general?
Well, that's what sucks is that accordion got stolen in high school because I brought it because we were doing Fame and I was like, hey, I can like bring on the accordion. And it's like it was cool. It was white marble with gold black keys. It was like a Liberace piano
Okay.
like
Very
accordion. It was so
Liberace.
crazy. Got
Love.
stolen, but here's what's funny. Then in New York, I had a
Mhm.
roommate, and she got her grandfather's piano. I mean
Okay.
accordion, which
And
is
it
what
was the
I
same
got.
one?
And I swear to God, I was like, show me the case. I was like, it was white marble, gold keys. I was like, show me the case, show me more details. And I was like, okay, that's not mine. But wow, so I have a white marble with gold keys, like I did, like my original still, but it's not the original one of mine. Is that
Okay,
crazy?
I need you to prove your skills to me sometime. Show and tell day when we do our show and tell episode, you have
What are you gonna show and tell?
it'll be a surprise, honey. I've got a lot to show and tell.
Oh,
Trust me.
does it have anything to do with like stapling things?
No, no, no. There'll be
I
relics.
is stapling things on your body a thing for drag queens? Like, are you the only one, or the other people do it?
I've definitely seen other performers do it. I mean, like
Okay,
Eva
I only
Destruction does
asked.
it. A lot
Okay,
of local
that's
girls, but like
perfect.
girl, but a lot of local, like a lot of actually underground in like the Midwestern scene or like in Texas, like Texas drag, a lot of those environments have a lot of alternative drag, which you would
Those
not expect.
environments.
No, I mean like that part. Drag is different in certain like regions of the
I
U.S.
know.
And I feel like the spots where you would least expect it, like in the Midwest and like the southern half, that's where you get a lot of alt performers doing things like that. So actually, anytime I've ever seen
Okay.
anyone staple something to their scalp or like whatever, it's always been like in Texas. Um,
I asked
but
because
yeah,
I
it
read a rant from a drag queen and it included
me.
stapling. No, it just included stapling something to your body part of their leg, like as a bullet point. And I thought, well, isn't that interesting? Because I don't really associate a lot of people who do that.
Well,
They were
you
like,
should,
if a
yeah.
queen, if you tip a queen, do this with a queen, whatever a queen, staple something to the leg of a queen, it doesn't give you the right to something, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Who this
Oh,
is
to like
stapling.
grab their ass or whatever.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. Yeah,
I'm like,
whatever.
I mean, a good thing for Christmas, I asked for a nail gun. I'm gonna up the ante, you know. It's gonna be a nail gun
Did you ever get
next.
that airbrush that you supposedly were
Yes,
asking for?
I got the
Have you ever
airbrush last
used it?
Christmas. I've never used it, but I also haven't been home for like half the year. I also have not been home for like half the year and had free time. I want to learn to like. I have to teach myself.
T. All
You
right.
know.
So what's the gift that you badly wanted, and because you're such a spoiled brat, you never got? And you said you have a
Um,
list.
I have this one specific instance I remember, and it was actually when I was very young. I never actually played with Pokemon, but I loved the characters of Pokemon. Like I never actually understood how to play
Okay.
it, but I was obsessed with the characters. So I would have loved blind boxes as a kid if those were as big as they are now. But I wanted this. I was at Journey. My grandma used to work at a jewelry store in the mall, and the jewelry store was close to a Journey shoe store. And the Journey shoe store had this big Pikachu plush backpack. And when I tell you plush backpack, like it was huge, like ginormous. Like it was almost probably, if not as big as me. I wanted that one so bad. And so I put that on my Christmas list. I told my grandma, I told her exactly where to find it, yada, yada, yada. So Christmas comes and I unwrap what I think is going to be a that backpack, and I unwrap a backpack, but it's a different Pokemon backpack, and it's not even a plush
Oh
one. And that's the whole reason
no.
I wanted it. I wanted the plushie. I wanted the big plushie.
Right.
So my grandma, I guess that she was unable to find the original one, and the only other one they had in stock was like this one. So they bought me this one, and I threw a fit. I told her I didn't even want that one. Like I would have been like 9 or 10 when this happened. And then after I got done throwing this huge fit, my grandpa brings me another gift, and that Pikachu backpack was in that gift. And so I had thrown this huge fit, been a huge asshole to my grandparents, and they actually did buy
I
it. They were
knew
like
it.
pranking me. They were
You are
pranking
that
me.
person.
I threw the biggest fucking fit. So that was one Christmas. I
Damn.
remember my mom, after everyone left, literally took all my Christmas gifts and she put them in her closet and hid them away from me for like 2 weeks. She was like, that was so unnecessary. That was uncalled for. She really got my ass with that one. And then I had to like go on this apology tour and
Got
literally
my ass
call.
with that
I had to call everybody that
one.
was at that Christmas party and apologize for my behavior. My mom literally made me call every single person.
Damn, Gina.
It was crazy.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, it kind of traumatized me in a way, I think, but it was my own doing.
Girl, one year I got a 6 foot Godzilla. That was the best Christmas of my
Mm.
life.
Oh, did it breathe
It was
like lights?
inflatable. No, it was
Okay.
just like an inflatable Godzilla. But for a kid of,
Okay.
I don't know, was this the 90s or 80s? Ooh, Miss Thing.
What do you feel like was like,
I
did you guys have traditions growing up that were like not like a common tradition for the holiday?
Well, I'm Jewish, so the
Hmm.
fact that I celebrate Christmas is
Is
not
like
traditional.
totally.
But that's because my father was not Jewish. He
Would you
converted.
celebrate both like simultaneously?
We celebrated both because my grandparents are Orthodox Jews, so they were
Okay.
very religious, and they
Uh-huh.
did not celebrate anything that wasn't Jewish. So we celebrated Easter, Christmas, Halloween, and my grandparents only did that in later in life because we like to do it.
Okay. Would your Christmas be like all at once, or would you have like a weekend of the Christmases? Would you have to go to like your
uh,
grandparents one day? You know?
well, no grandparents, because yeah, no, because they didn't celebrate
Okay.
Christmas. So no, not to them. They would come. I
Not
don't
even
even
on your
know
other
if they would come
side?
over for Christmas. No, because we had Hanukkah. So, well, the other side, we didn't really know my dad's family. So
Got you. Okay.
that
Okay.
never
That makes
happened.
sense.
Um, but Hanukkah, there's fucking 8 nights of that bullshit. So, we always would see our grandparents for Hanukkah, So the Christmas was always like our little family. Like, I don't think we ever spent our grandparents doing that. But yeah, I don't know if that was it. I don't think we had any like special. My
Would you
dad used
guys
to
like,
freaking like decorate the house blue and white. Like he would still do Christmas lights, would be like blue and white. He made like a Christmas, not Christmas, a Jewish star, like this
okay.
big massive Jewish star on the house. God, now that could be dangerous because it was like we're Jews. Um,
Oh my God.
I'm also not
Well,
that I'm not that proud to be Jewish, so I would never.
would you help decorate? Because I always, when my parents, it was time to decorate, I was always like
No.
dreading it. I hated it.
No, just the tree. And my sister was obsessed with tinsel. And she would get so obsessed that she wouldn't like it when I did it.
That checks
And
out.
when I did it, she would have to go around and fix all of my bits of the tinsel that I did. But she really loved tinsel,
Mm.
so we would tinsel the shit out of that tree, like
Okay.
horrible. You know what I
I
mean? All
feel like
that plastic
tinsel,
silver shit.
it does give such a beautiful effect, especially when the lights are on, but it gets, especially if you like cats or like any
It's
sort of small animal, it gets everywhere. It gets all over the place.
I don't get it.
Girl, the
I don't
tinsel,
get it. I got it as a kid because it was fun to like throw it and make a mess, but outside of that, I don't get it. You know what I mean?
girl,
Like I don't
I
think
don't
there's a way to
know.
make it look good
You know what I find fascinating is I saw this video about how
as I look at
people
my tree.
use they used to make handmade tinsel with like spinning wire on a drill. So they would buy like certain
Oh, I saw
thick.
people online doing
Do you
that.
see that? And so they were like making these things, and I'm like, okay, old school Christmas trees probably obviously looked so much different. But I had a my dad's mom, she used to do those little things where you could place actual candles on the tree, you know?
Okay.
This was like probably like early 2000,
I
probably like
almost did that.
2005. Bitch, it caught her house on fire. Her house caught on fire because of it. Like on fire. Everything was on fire. Oh.
Oh.
That's what that made me think of. I was like, I feel like Christmas trees are just so dangerous.
I
And
have a
people just
Christmas
leave them
tree,
on all night. Baby, you got more than a Christmas tree. You got the whole Christmas village, honey.
but it's fake. It's not a real Christmas tree.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't know.
fake one.
My partner loves putting up
And it's a
Christmas
recycled
tree.
one. Not recycled, but it's my sister's old one. When my sister was broke and like I guess like I don't know, early in her life, she bought this
Okay.
Christmas tree like to make her happy. She
Hmm.
bought it, she said really cheap at Target or something. and then it's been in her garage, and she has, a better, bigger, she was doing real Christmas trees, and so she offered me this one, so I was like, I took it, and it's a cheap ass nothing, but I love
Is
it.
it
I
all
dress it
one
up.
piece? Is it all one piece, or is it the ones where you have to put
It's
each
two
individual
pieces.
branch? It's two pieces.
It's just
Okay.
two.
Girl, I remember the one growing up, it was like each branch was color coded, like at the tip, and you'd have to place it individually into the like, whatever the thing in the middle is called, the pole.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, it was like a whole thing. And then by like it took like 40 minutes just to put the physical tree up. So I was like, I don't even want to put the ornaments on now. I'm tired.
I could see why now it's such a feature that these trees, they're like on hinges, so they go like this, and then when you know what I mean, they like fold, and then when you put them down, they fold like that, like the
Yes.
branches.
But
But
luckily,
in your day, back in your day, they didn't
back in my
have hinged
day,
branches.
no, but luckily my partner
15 years ago.
he loves Christmas decorating and he literally takes the time to like flock each branch and make sure there's no holes and he puts like dimensions with
See,
his ornaments and I'm like, "You know what, baby? I love that you love that and I'll let you love that because that's not something I love."
that's like my sister. Yeah,
You
that's what my
know?
sister does. She gets so like ADHD, whatever it's called, on that shit, and I'm like, me, no. I mean, I'll do
Yes.
my best, like with this tree, like fill the holes. Okay, put some of my toys in there because that was funny, and like I'm good. But I can see my sister being like, move
Did you
this
have
here, and there's two greens next to each other, and
a favorite ornament as a kid? Was there always one that you like always hung up?
don't know. I think maybe I can't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I know that
I
we
feel
had
like
a buttload of old vintage stuff. Like I know, but that like has gone missing. Not missing, but one of our old family members stole it. Stole it from my sister.
the Grinch. Yeah, I feel like, was there anything you asked for Christmas this year? Is there anything that you were really wanting? Anything that you hope Santa brings down his chimney in his big old
Yeah, a
sack?
window breaker.
A window breaker.
I'm just
Baby, you might
I'm
get one, you
just
might
kidding.
not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. A little wand that breaks glass. No, see, something like that would break something inadvertently. Do you know what I mean? Like I would drop it on tile floor or something, and then the tile floor would break.
Yeah, or your
Um,
toe. You break it on, you drop it on your toe.
yeah. No, I'm so don't want to set myself up for anything, so I don't ask or think about anything. I mean, even with my birthday, I forgot that's coming up. I have to put on the calendar to remind myself. Like, oh my God, girl,
No,
another year.
no. You need to take that day. Birthdays are so exciting. You need to love your birthday more. You need to celebrate yourself more, Acid. And
Whack.
I'm sure you do. I know you just spent $1,000 on a table, but
Yeah,
I
right.
I
Exactly. So I don't need a birthday. Like I just gave myself a dark crystal from the set table
did it always like
Fierce
because you have
thing.
a birthday that's so close to the holiday season, did it ever felt like your birthday was ever like overshadowed or one took more precedency
It
of the
didn't feel like
other?
it was. It was, it is, it does.
No, that's so
Period.
sad. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Every gift is a combined gift, and it always comes with sorry, is a so called, Hanukkah, Christmas. Here it's like every year, if
It's like
that's
my
the
brother.
case.
My brother's is like 3 days. My biological brother's is 3 days after Christmas, and he would always just get like, "This is both for your Christmas present and your birthday present." I'm like, that fucking
Yeah,
sucks.
all the time. I mean, my mom was real good. She spoiled us, but like there was a lot of that.
Yeah,
My sister,
yeah. I
my
don't
my dog is
know.
destroying something.
I think the
Well,
thing I'm
we
looking
got
forward
one
to the
thing.
most this holiday season is when it's over. When it's over,
Ah,
and I am looking forward to a bright, beautiful spring,
oh my
full
God.
of warm weather and outside adventures. That's what I really want for Christmas is just a good
Well, that's what I like
springtime.
about living here is I deal with the weather, and it sucks right now because it's winter and I'm basically snowed in. This is like the worst part about living here, but it's also fun because I get to experience the snow and be part of it. And then I get to experience, like you said, the spring and the animals coming out. I'm already
You get
thinking
all the
about that too because
seasons. Yeah.
yeah, and I literally have the action of the animals and all that, so I love that stuff.
Well, the
Now.
action and the lack of action of the animals when they're just dead by your house.
Yeah, but even now there's like little moles and things that like tunnel under the snow, and the bluebirds
Oh.
and what is the red bird? The cardinals. Is that it? The cars.
Wait,
Is that red? The
speaking of
cardinals.
woodland creatures, have I talked to you about the rabbits
Ugh.
that are growing
Leave that
horns?
alone, please.
The rabbits that are growing
I've seen that. I've seen that, and they don't know what it is. It's like a whole town, right? They said it's like a town of rabbits.
it's like some sort of like toxic waste that's gotten to their ecosystem,
It's
and it's like caused some
amazing.
sort of genetic mutation, and they're all growing these nasty, crazy horns out of their skull. It's so wild looking. But I did just see good
It's the
news.
same thing that's created. I was gonna say some shade. It's the same thing that created white nationalism in this country. It's the same toxic.
The the toxic waste. It's a
It's whatever.
similar
It's the same
effect.
thing.
Except for
It's from the same
the
town,
white
from the same.
no, literally the white nationalists, their horns are growing on their head right here. No,
Are they going inward?
did you see, speaking of woodland creatures, that raccoons, there's a study showing that raccoons are actually becoming more domesticated, and you can tell because their snouts are getting shorter. So their cuteness factor is going up, and they think that raccoons could be a popular pet in the near future. Hot topic.
I'm
Weird,
not
right?
surprised.
Isn't
Hot
that crazy?
topic.
Hot topic. Kind of
Hot
like random.
take.
Would you ever have a pet raccoon?
No.
No? Why? Why?
No,
I mean, they're basically
I
like
don't
turning
want
into
a pet.
cats.
Yeah, but I don't have a cat
That's true. That's true.
because
And
they're
Lilith would probably go
very
crazy.
agile. And actually, the first animal that I wanted was a cat. It wasn't a dog. I really badly want a sphinx, like a naked cat, badly.
Uh-huh.
But they are people. They move. They open doors. They jump walls. They are crazy. And look around. No, my little Lilith she's
Yeah, all
great.
your
She's
shit would
very
be
well
broken.
behaved. The worst thing I get is her, like, she's a little husky, so making noises. That's it.
Okay, well, if you had to have a woodland creature, this will round off our conversation
A
for the
woodland
winter.
creature.
If you had to domesticate any woodland creature to be a pet, what would it be?
Well, when I grew up, we did rabbits, so that's easy. I would do rabbits, which is why I don't play with rabbits. I don't fuck with rabbits
Girl, and
because
they're
I
nasty.
was around rabbits. I raised rabbits. We breeded rabbits. Yeah, and I remember
Ugh,
someone had one in their hand. Like, do you want to touch it? And I was like, no. I literally was like, get that thing away from me. And I didn't even
girl.
think I'd have that reaction, but I was like, get it away. And they're like, what? I was like, no. And it's because I know, because if I don't know that rabbit, which I don't, like, I don't know that
Uh-huh.
rabbit, you don't know. These things bite, they jump fast. They
Totally.
move fast.
Bitch. And also
So I was
they'll
like,
eat their
no.
kids. They eat their
Yeah.
children. Me and my brother had two pet rabbits and we
I
found one was a
breeded
boy.
rabbits.
Girl, they would kill their
I
babies. It
know
was
that. I
crazy.
would have to go and put Vaseline on the mom's nose, and I
Oh,
had, they would push them, they would kill them, push them out of the cage. They would do all kinds of things because I'd find them like on the ground. Yeah.
God. That's my spirit
Yeah, that's
animal is
why.
a
But I would,
rabbit.
because but I have domesticated rabbits before. That's like I've like held the rabbit, and you have to do that. Like, you play with it every day, like literally every day. And I have, but still, even then, that rabbit will go cuckoo from time to time.
Oh
So,
yes. Okay. Well, a rabbit with horns.
or I would do like a cat. I would do like a black panther.
Okay. Is that a woodland creature? I don't know if that's a woodland creature. Is it?
A black. Oh, it has to be a woodland creature. Those are the rules.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
those are the
Oh,
rules that I put on
those are the
this
rules.
topic. Okay,
Not a
interesting.
turkey.
Speaking
Maybe
of
I'll do a wild
animals,
turkey.
speaking of animals, really quick, I went and saw Zootopia 2 because I think the Zootopia movies. I'm not a huge
Okay.
Disney diva, but I do love the Zootopia movies.
That's
You
the new
have to
one
go
and it's
see it.
out?
It's so sweet. I said you
That's the
have
new
to go
one.
see
So
it.
there's just two.
There's
I
two. The
like the
original
first
one,
one.
yeah, the first one was like in 2019 or something,
Uh,
but the new one just came out, and one of the characters is the snake. It's really cute. You need to go watch it. And that is my suggestion for the week is if you have any free time and you want to disassociate from the world, go to your movie theater and watch Zootopia 2 and leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section
Not Wicked
below.
for Good.
I did see Wicked for Good. I've actually been on a movie kick, and that's how you know I'm depressed, is because I'll sit through movies. Because I'm not usually
You went
that
to the movie
girl.
theater?
I've been to the movie theater twice in the past week. Uh-huh. I saw Wicked for Good, which I will say, Wicked for
Wow.
Good
She's got
was
time for
very,
movies.
very, it was so good. And Ariana, I mean, both of them were absolutely incredible. Cynthia, obviously amazing. Ariana, just, she stole the show for me. It was incredible. And do I think it needed to be two movies? I feel like it could have been condensed down to one. It would have maybe still made sense, but I do like I've seen a lot of interviews from the directors, not just John and Chu, but there's a female director, a visual director, I can't remember her name, but I've seen a bunch of TikToks where she's talking about how some of the sequences they shot and how they shot them and how there's this one particular scene where Glinda's watching Elphaba get water thrown on her by Dorothy. But the thing with the Dorothy character is they never show her face in frame. And so it's shot in a very interesting way to where you see the perspective of both Dorothy, Elphaba, and Glinda, but it's all shot at the same time. It's not shot at different moments. It's all done on like in the exact same moment from different cameras. And I don't know, it's just like so incredible. The film, the way the film was made, it was amazing. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but it was really, really good. I do suggest seeing Wicked and Zootopia 2. If there's any three Disney movies that I would suggest to watch in your lifetime, it's Zootopia, Zootopia 2, and Inside Out, baby. I think if I had kids, those are the three I
Oh,
would make
Inside
them
Out.
watch on rotation, honey. Those get me every time. But yeah, that's all I have for today.
You did, so you're not going to domesticate a woodland critter
I
and
feel like if I were to domesticate a woodland creature, I would choose. I've always resonated with a bobcat. I feel like if I was any sort of like cat creature, it would be a bobcat because they have cankles and so do I. You know, they have like those really big paws.
cankles.
Yeah, they just got really big legs and paws. Like their whole thing is how massive their hands are. And I feel like I have cankles,
Okay.
so I've just always really related to a bobcat because I feel fierce, but also like still fierce with cankles. Um, so I think I would do a bobcat or I would domesticate definitely not mice. I could tell you that. I would never domesticate. I'm not a rodent girl. I don't really want rodents in my space. Even
Well, rabbits are
possums.
considered rodents.
Rabbits are considered, I guess a possum is a marsupial, so that's different. Oh, forgive me. I love science so much. I'm just talking about the different
Oh,
classifications.
oh,
Okay, yeah, final answer, bobcat. That's what I
yeah.
would domesticate.
Well, you're wrong. That was the wrong answer.
Wrong answer.
Cool.
Loser.
You
You gotta
lose
Venmo me a
again.
dollar. I gotta Venmo you a dollar. Well, you know, the only thing I'm excited about this holiday season is the fact that we're still doing this Petty Betty podcast. And you know what? The petty people that are watching, all 1,000 or 9,000 or whatever the number is, baby, we love you and we're wishing you a warm holiday welcome. And we hope that your holiday season isn't as depressing as mine has been, or
Yeah.
um, tends to be. But I love being here. I love chatting with my sister, and I'm very thankful for you this holiday season. Bitch, I'm Diabetti, in case you couldn't tell from my Betty sweatshirt. And you're watching the Petty Betty podcast, honey.
Work it out and follow us on Spotify and YouTube. I'm Acid Betting. We're out of this joint.
Hello, petty people. Thank you for listening to the Petty Betty podcast.
Hit that like and subscribe button, diva. Also, call 347-687-8585.
And leave us a message to be listened to live on the Petty Betty podcast. One advice, tell us some drama.
We can't wait to hear from you, sister.